Once upon a time, as most stories start, a young man was sat in his chair. Ooh, spinny chair! As I was saying, a young man was sat in his chair, browsing YouTube, when he clicked into his subscriptions box and found a new video by the Game Theorists entitled "Leave PewDiePie Alone." Confused and intrigued, the young man clicked on the video, and during this video, inspiration struck for his own YouTube video idea. And now, that video is brought to you. This is What Makes a Celebrity. Well, that was my first attempt at an introduction, so I hope you liked that. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below. But I hope it did explain this video well enough, because I'm just going to jump straight into it. This is what makes a celebrity. Now, in the Game Theorists video, this kind of idea came across that YouTubers are disrespected by talk show hosts like Jimmy Kimmel, who had a go at YouTube gaming, and then you have some magazine reporters, mostly Sager Rankin from E-Reader, saying that these YouTubers and internet personalities are not real people. In the E-Reader article, Sager Rankin mentions Felix Kjellberg, better known as PewDiePie, who has the most subscribers on YouTube. She also mentions Joey Graceffa and Vinalelli Pons, asking if they are real people. Now, they have millions of fans. Sager Rankin looked on Twitter, she has 500 followers. So it's nice to see that you're having a go at popular people with millions of people when you don't have a fan base at all. That's quite a ballsy thing to do, and also stupid. And also, out of interest, I checked how many Twitter followers Felix Kjellberg has. 6.5 million. That's a bit more than 500. But as mentioned by MatPat, which is the main person in the Game Theorists videos, he says that these people are just looking for attention. These articles are looking for clicks, for money. Jimmy Kimmel uploading these videos, having a go at YouTube gaming to YouTube, getting the most views of any videos he's ever put on there from his talk show. More money. It's all about attention and money grabbing. But of course, celebrityism, not sure that's a word, and stardom isn't just from the internet. It is a big part of what it is nowadays, but you still have the more traditional celebrities, in a way. Sort of actors, actresses. I'm doing well with words right now. Singers, athletes. You still have that branch of celebrities, which are seen as the more traditional version. The ones you had years and years and years ago. But now you have possibly a new branch of celebrity, which is internet stars. And I think something that can affect opinion on this is the generation you are in. The younger generation are more used to having internet stars already there, and they've been watching them for years. Whereas older generations never had this, and it's a brand new thing to them, and they're used to celebrities being from certain areas and certain job roles. But nowadays you have so many YouTubers, so many Viners, and so many people on Instagram and Twitter that have millions of fans and followers that should they now count as celebrities, because they are getting close to being as famous as some actors, athletes, singers, and just generally musicians. They're getting around that level, so do they count as celebrities now? Talking on this, I mentioned Felix Kjellberg earlier, better known as PewDiePie. He has, as of recording, nearly 40 million YouTube subscribers, and as I mentioned before, 6.5 million followers on Twitter, which is an incredible number of people. So if that many people know who you are, does that make you a celebrity? Now, obviously, the best way to look and try and find if something is something, or someone is something in this case, is to look at a dictionary. And looking at the oxforddictionaries.com, they have two different definitions for celebrity. The first being a famous person, especially in entertainment or sport. But the second one, I think, is the main definition which comes into this. The state of being well known. Now this still doesn't really answer a lot of questions, because what is well known? How many people have to know you before you become a celebrity? And the difficulty is, you can't really put a number on it, because as soon as you put a number on it, someone just short of that will want to say that they're a celebrity, you move that number back, someone else is then close to that, you move it back, and it just keeps going back until everyone in the world is a celebrity. But as I said, there are many YouTubers who have a lot of subscribers, and I checked numbers, and as of recording, again, most of this is as of recording, 37 YouTube accounts have over 10 million subscribers. Now, a lot of these are Vivo music channels, and a lot of them are also YouTube channels in like gaming and music and sports. But a lot of them are also single or multiple people who have created a channel and built it up over years of work. And this includes people like Anthony Padilla and Ian Hecox, who run the Smosh YouTube channel, which has over 21 million subscribers. Jenna Murray, who is better known as her internet name Jenna Marbles, who has over 15 million subscribers. And then you get into the gaming side, where you have Evan Fong, better known as Vanos Gaming, who has over 14 million subscribers. And this is a point where Jimmy Kimmel goes wrong, because in his argument against YouTube gaming, he says that he is arguing with a bunch of 12-year-olds. I'd like to see if those 14 million people, over 14 million people that are subscribed to Vanos Gaming, or the almost 40 million that are subscribed to PewDiePie, all got together and met, there'd be a lot of adults in there, and a lot of them that will defend him to the death, because he has hardcore fans. But then you don't have to just stick to YouTube. You can move over to Vine, which is a hugely growing app, and has millions of people using that, and certain people with millions of followers. Number one most followed person on Vine is King Batch, with over 13 million followers. Nash Greer is second with over 12 million. And then Brittany Furlan in third with over 9.6 million followers. And this is for an app where you post 6-second videos, which is incredible that you can build such a fan base in basically 6 seconds. I know there are multiple videos, but they're only 6 seconds long. And many other Viners and off other internet sites have become famous. There's a laptop advert, I can't remember which brand it is, but they also mention that they have a big link with Instagram, and they show people who are from YouTube, from Vine, and they put them in the advert. So they're growing out of just being on the internet and getting into television adverts. But then that leads into a whole different question of, is television dying, is the internet taking over, and that's for a whole different video for someone else to talk about. I'm just here about celebrities. But as I mentioned before, celebrities aren't just on the internet, and there are a lot of others, but it's normally easiest to tell who is popular by looking on the internet and looking at social media sites, so you can actually try and find who's popular. If you look at Twitter, Katy Perry actually has the most followers on Twitter with over 75 million followers. Justin Bieber is in second with over 67 million followers. And then in third is US President Barack Obama with 64 million followers. And of course, being British, that sparked my interest in how many followers does David Cameron have? Bear in mind that's the UK Prime Minister, the equivalent of Barack Obama's role, and granted the USA is a lot bigger and has a lot more people in it than the UK, but David Cameron's Twitter account has just over 1 million followers, compared to 64 million for Barack Obama. 64 million is almost the entire population of the UK. Let's just put it that way. And then you can move over to Instagram, which in my opinion brings a whole new idea of what makes a celebrity into the question. Taylor Swift is the #1 most followed person on Instagram, only behind Instagram itself, with 46.3 million followers. She's just ahead of Kim Kardashian, who has just over 46 million followers, and then Beyonce with just over 45 million followers. You look down the list and you find Selena Gomez, Ariana Grande, Kylie and Kendall Jenner, Nicki Minaj, Katy Perry, and there is one major thing that links them, and funnily enough it's on a picture-taking app. They are known for their looks. I say looks, Nicki Minaj, Kim Kardashian, not so much the face looks, you know what I mean. So now the looks come into being a celebrity. If you are more attractive to people, is it easier to become a celebrity? In my opinion, yes. But with this video already being quite long, there are still questions to ask. Does money come into it? Does the amount of awards they have won come into it? Does how many people just simply know your name? That was what part of the definition of being a celebrity was according to Oxford dictionaries. So surely that's a big part of what makes a celebrity. And then what kind of effect have they made on the world? Does that come into what makes a celebrity? If that all does, I think I'm going to have to make another video at some point. But I suppose what we can take from this so far is that if they are a household name and look pretty, even in male terms, even if it is a man, if they look attractive, you're probably going to do quite well. And if you can entertain people simply, then you will also become known. But as artist Andy Warhol said, everyone has their 15 minutes of fame. And I have to say, with the internet being around, it is a lot easier to have your 15 minutes of fame, whether it is in a good sense, a bad sense, or a completely ridiculous sense. It is a lot easier to get your 15 minutes of fame. So if you are looking for that, you should be glad you're living in this generation. But with that, that is where I'm going to end this video. It has been quite a long one. I've been talking quite a lot, so I want to know your opinions in the comment section down below. What makes a celebrity nowadays? Leave your ideas in the comment section down below. If you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, that would be brilliant. If you could also share the video, that would be great. You can also follow me on Twitter. It's @Jeffridge21, same name as the channel. And as always, it seems now, thanks for watching.